That line about when Jesus gives thanks, great things happen, that's a great line. I'm gonna steal that sometime, but I'm gonna repeat it for us because it's worth us reflecting on it for just a few minutes. When Jesus gives thanks, great things happen. Miracles occur. The sick are healed. The hungry are fed. When Jesus gives thanks, great things happen. And you and I are privileged, are blessed to be able to follow in Jesus' footsteps of giving thanks and being generous. And because of your generosity, I'm very pleased to share with you that last year, Fordham Prep broke all giving records, and we raised $9.2 million. Thanks to your generosity. So let's trace it backwards a little bit, because when I got into this line of work, which involves a lot of fundraising, first I began to pray to Ignatius Loyola, who was a master fundraiser himself. But what I learned is it really is a privilege for me to get to know each of you. And it's even a privilege for me to ask you to be generous. Because what I find is behind every gift of generosity, there is an experience of gratitude. And I believe that everyone in this room who has been very generous with their time and their treasure and their counsel and wisdom for me, that behind that generosity is gratitude for, in one way or another, how Fordham Prep has shaped or touched you or your son or someone in your family. That your desire to be generous is founded and based on your gratitude for what Fordham Prep means to you. I really believe that gratitude yields generosity. And there are so many ways in which we're grateful, and it is a cycle, isn't it? Because then generosity yields gratitude. It's a cycle that just keeps rolling. But I want to describe for you, as Lucas did, a little bit about how your generosity is making a difference. You know, because of your generosity just last year, there were 50 new students, so 49 in addition to Lucas, who received financial aid who would not have been able to. But because of your gratitude and your generosity, we were able to provide access to young men just like Lucas to come to Fordham Prep and to make a difference with their lives. Because of your gratitude and your generosity, this year at Fordham Prep, for the second time in 10 years, we will expand our building. This is how desirable Fordham Prep has become, that we need to yet again push out. As we pushed upward when we built the Ken Bowler science labs, we are now going to push out to the east and create a new counseling center. And we all know how important counseling is to our students today. We're going to create and renovate 11 classrooms. And that's because of your gratitude and your generosity. Because of your gratitude and your generosity, this summer at one point, we had students either studying or serving or involved in spiritual retreats on 5 continents because of your generosity, which is a result of your gratitude for what Fordham Prep means to you. Thank you. Thank you for being so grateful that you are willing to step forward and be a part of Fordham Prep and allowing young men like Lucas to have his life transformed. Lucas's life will be different for these 4 years, and I know to the alumni in the room, I know that your life is different because of the 4 years that you were at Fordham Prep. You know, Fordham Prep has students come from over 110 zip codes. 20% of our students go home at the end of the day and they speak a language other than English when they go home. So Jesuit education may be elite, but it is not elitist. Bringing together students from all over the metropolitan area of New York and giving them an experience of academic excellence, and then allowing them to go to places like Tennessee and Ecuador. This year we will go to Milan and Ireland, and these are transformative experiences. We're starting a STEM program this year. Not starting, because we actually do have a STEM program. We're expanding it because of your generosity. And we're reforming our curriculum so that it's truly in line with 21st century learning standards. So I know on behalf of Joe Petriello and all of our teachers, our board members who are here, who provide so generously with their time and their wisdom and their financial resources, I want to just tell you on behalf of all of us how grateful I am, because your thanksgiving, your gratitude, continues to yield generosity, and that generosity is changing lives.